In this video, I'm speaking to you from the future because my videos got a bit of a mess on the South Island. I got very grumpy, it rained a lot. I recorded another entire video of me being very grumpy in the rain, but I reckon you've probably seen enough of that. I then moved to Wellington, where I stayed for a couple of weeks, and while I was there, Betty received some love. So this is a video of Betty getting some love in Wellington, New Zealand, while I am sweltering in Australia, where today it is about 40 degrees centigrade. So more love for my much loved Ford Fairmont. We're going to re-tackle this headlamp with something a bit more aggressive, and we're also going to try and buff up the paint a bit, because especially as you get up here to the top, it's very, very flat, it being rather cruel to paint over here. We can't do anything about this rear spoiler, that's just gone. The laminate's just absolutely ruined, but yeah, we should be able to smarten up the rest of it. So we'll start by giving her a wash, because she was quite clean 2 weeks ago and now she isn't. There we go. Bit of love for the Fairmont. Oh, she's looking better already as Gareth works hard to dry her off. So Gareth helped me fit the headliner, what feels like ages ago. Feels like a while ago, doesn't it? Yeah, and also owns this BA XR6, which we'll take a closer look at some point. But first of all, we have to get Betty looking a bit better. Well, she does come up well for a scrub.
After the polish, she'll be looking like $5,000.
Yeah. The wheels are still looking good after Nick cleaned them a couple of weeks ago. Thank you, Nick. I can never be bothered to clean alloys, they're too fiddly. But they've actually got backing plates on, so you can't see straight through the wheel, which I think stops a lot of the brake dust build up. So here's a memory of what the paint looks like. We'll give it some magic wobbly pad action.
Yeah. Fingers crossed the paint's still on there afterwards.
Yeah. If not, we'll just go for the brushed steel look, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And this is what we're using. Extreme cut.
It's got to be extreme on a Falcon.
Yeah. Oh, shall I open the boot lid? No, that'll pour water everywhere then, won't it?
Yeah, and you'll end up with white kind of dust and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Should be right.
Oh, it's starting to look better already, and you can definitely see where this area hasn't been done. The difference. Feel like a brand new car. Sort of. Just rinsing the excess polish away, but what a difference. Headlamps now match, and that's just with a harsher cutting compound. I haven't had to resort to discs. I mean, really, you'd need to get that absolutely perfect. Needs top layer of plastic taken off, but yeah, that is looking a lot better. And all I had to do was take that for a drive. Perfect. Great service, would use again.
Anytime.
Some good beading. Oh, Betty. Well, I think we have to say that is an awful lot better. hello there. That's the driver's door. I mean, there's little scabs here and there, as you'd expect with a car that's done 290,000 kilometres, but definitely looking an awful lot better. Wow, the colour actually looks nice now. I think it was looking a bit sludgy before. Excellent. Well, thank you, Gareth.
You're welcome.
Oh, look at this. She's looking absolutely splendid. We've just brought her out for a bit of a photo shoot. The tyres match the bodywork. She's looking that good. But we thought it might be an interesting opportunity to see what the AU has in common with its replacement, the BA. Now this is an XR6, so it is the sportier version, whereas the XR6 version of the AU was a most peculiar looking thing with circular headlamps. But believe it or not, despite the fact these two cars look so very different, it's pretty much the same body under the skin. The biggest clue is probably as you come across and notice the doors look exactly the same, and this little spike of a line up here as well. But even the back end treatments are different on the two cars. Much higher boot lid on the BA, much squarer than the really rather awkward rear styling of the AU. That's Gareth there, the owner of the BA. It's really weird looking, the back of these cars. When you see them going down the road, the boot lid just looks far too small for the rest of it. So it's interesting to compare the two vehicles. So there you go, that was a very quick look at the similarities between these two. There will be a separate video on this car where I will take it for a drive and enjoy the Barra 6-cylinder engine that lurks within. Yeah, Betty could sometimes do with that sort of grunt. But yeah, should be very interesting. So that brings to a close this little segment. I have a Fairmont that looks far from shabby now. She's looking really good. And yeah, it's been a really interesting day. So don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I shall see you in a future video. Farewell. I thought I'd have a bit of a stop at Sun City Motors because they've got an eclectic mix of cars for sale. Let's have a quick run around their yard. I can't see anyone here, so we'll just have to have a bit of a mooch. But a Toyota Corolla Levin there, I think that's the first sort of front wheel drive generation. Nissan Escargo's everywhere, various versions. Suzuki Escudo, the Vitara to us. Z32, Nissan Terrano there. Commodore V6 Berliner. This is an eclectic mix. They've got several Jaguar X types, which caught my eye. A Vitara with a strangely yellow front end. We've got huge camper vans. Lexus LS400. I had mine 2 years ago. I was looking at Facebook memories earlier. Mitsubishi RVR. Ooh, hello, I don't know what that is. Look, Rover 75, even in a really nice colour. Crown? Yeah, Crown Majesta V8. Wow, and some hot pantograph wiper action. Is that a Nissan Cabstar with a fifth wheel camper conversion? No, it's a Mazda Titan. Another X-Type. Here is a Falcon XR6. So this is like Betty, but this has got the Falcon front end. Sorry, the XR front end with the quad lamps. I'm not sure it's the happiest of front ends, to be honest. They're very curious looking things. There we go. 10 grand, but it's got a V8 rather than the 4 litre straight 6. Chevrolet Camaro there. Merc 126 Coupe, a Massey Harris Tractor, Nissan L Grand. I do like these are proper barge-tastic. First car I drove where I pulled up to a stop and genuinely thought it had stalled, and it hadn't. Condition maybe patchy. S-Class Merc W140, Corvette. Are those C3s or C4s? I forget, but I like them. A wooden escargot. That's quite crazy. Got a key in it even, but good luck getting it out. Another Camaro, 3rd gen. I like these. I think they look absolutely awesome. Got a right-hand drive Chevy Blazer next to it. Big Holden here. Is that a Statesman? I think it is a Statesman. So a bit longer. Sprinter Carib. They're quite funky. What an amazing yard. It's a smart 4.4 of all things. Yeah, that's very impressive. Right, we shall push on. Having had a nose around, I can't see any staff here. Chrysler PT Cruiser there. And yeah, here's the Corolla Levin from the back. That is one heck of a colour. In fact, that is a very colourful scene right there, is it not, my friends? Anyway, my Mitsubishi Fuso truck and get on our way. Not a lot of prices on stuff, but yeah, certainly a bit different.